Hey there, I'm Amy, and in this video I wanted to cover my tire wall a year later and my lessons learned from when I built it and what I would do differently. My first tip is to try and use similar size tires. I did not know that when I was collecting tires, so I took everything that they gave me, and so I had all sorts of different sizes. And in order for the wall to really look nice and evenly laid out, you want to have all the tires approximately the same size. So take for instance this one on the top that I didn't end up using in my wall is a 175 R14, and that means that this diameter is 14 inches, which is quite small. Some of the ones that I ended up using on the bottom were R19 and around that size. So definitely check out this chart and try to get similar tires for each row. You can go a little bit smaller as you go up, but then your spacing will be off because the bottom ones are going to be a certain width. Let's say use R20s and then use R19s and then use R18s. Well, your wall is going to get smaller and smaller as you go up, and it's not going to line up as nicely. So there's definitely a science to this that I can't really share with you because I have never purchased the Earthship guidelines for creating the tire wall. My next lesson learned is if you're gonna do it fully. I would probably add another layer of tires here, which would have required me going and getting a whole nother load from the tire recycling place. I would love to be able to just have this a tiny bit higher, and now that I'm finished, it's not something I would want to go back and do. And then I think my last lesson learned would be to maybe cover, see this one here and that one over there, like those are my structural tires, as opposed to this top row that I just planted with seasonal flowers and things. I would probably add some kind of landscape fabric across the top of them because this dirt is so hard and compacted. So when I finished, I probably should have covered what I didn't want to grow with some kind of fabric, and then leave the ones that I do want to grow full of soil. So that's my last lesson learned. I really do enjoy having this tire wall here. Now that I got chickens, it sort of provides a nice little backdrop for them, or even just a little climbing gym because they like to hop on it and eat the little grasses that are growing in and around it. And it does provide a nice low albedo wall as a backdrop for some growing beds that I have here. So that means that it absorbs sun and energy during the day, and it lets off kind of a warmth and a heat through the night. So it's great to have this dark wall here behind my garden area. So it's kind of the end of the season now, so I don't have a whole lot growing left in here, but like you'll see, I've got some leeks and some lettuce and things. But anyway, so yeah, so that's my recap on my tire wall. thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you build a tire wall in your yard because I think they are pretty cool.